John Deere Gudgeon spindle rear frame packages. Just got a load of rebuilt greasable bushing style. Those are the ones that we're converting to accept grease. They're not bearings. They're just greasable bushings. Now, if you haven't seen any other videos about this and you want to cry that bearing is the best, that's not the case in every application. Is it heavier? Yes, it is. Will it handle more draft weight or rear weight? Yes, but it's not always better. So the examples are at the reman warehouse, and I'm on the wash pad, so I don't have them here to show you in this video. But what we have seen in an application where the tractor does not oscillate, which is what this is meant to do, it will and can lock your bearing up because your rollers just sit in one spot all day. And if you're in flat land and you're on a dirt pan, etc., and it never oscillates, remember, oscillation would be side to side, not turning. Then we've got examples where the roller bearings will actually cut into the race and then it locks it up. So when that happens and you actually try to go and oscillate, it'll snap in front of this tongue on this Gudgeon. So this was something we developed last summer when my kids was home for school. We messed around with it. We compared it. Basically, we cannot convert the bushing to a bearing. We've tried that. So the second best thing we could do was to make it greasable. So in the application where I was talking about it being not the best option for that application, being able to grease that bushing has to be better than no lubrication at all. So a little lube's good for a lot of things. Here we think it makes a lot of sense. It is a cheaper option. So bearings cost more to rebuild just because the bearings are super expensive, and it takes I can't remember off the top of my head. It's about $5 grand to put bearings and seals in one of those. So this would be the heavy duty because it's 90/30 rear frame and spindle. It is a 3-inch cast Gudgeon. We can convert this down to a 2.5. So basically this right here will fit 9100 through 2014 9Rs. Now when you go to 2015, 94 or 9370 through 9470, single reduction axle, not double reduction, single reduction axle. That's what this one is. And then when you go to 9R IT4, which is 2011-12 through 2014, this is your rear frame for it. The rear frame for it is a little beefier. It's got an extra gusset, and how the fenders mount are different. We're working on a conversion to where we can actually put this on the 9000, 9020, 9030s. Just hasn't been a priority yet. So in summary, in the reman section, we don't do a bushing. We're converting all to greasables, or we got bearing style. If we have good used in stock through the salvage side, whatever's available is whatever's available. So we kind of split those up. That way there's no confusion. These hybrids are a little hard to understand, and we can make a lot of, by not using part number, it solves a lot of problems and a lot of confusion. So all we need to know is what tractor you have and what size pins you have. If we can help you out, let us know.